Hey guys, how you doing? It's Dan here from PTD Trades. That's pennies to dollars to get you over that PDT rule. Today we're going to go over ZAIS Group Holdings Inc. I had a question. What do you look for in a day trade? Now we were calling this stock. It was actually pretty easy to determine what levels this was going to go to. This had more volume than it did throughout the whole year. You look in a 1-year chart. Now while we're in this chart, I'm going to tell you guys how I found out that this was just going to go to 5, and that was it. It did go a little bit over, but it's pretty simple. The whole year had this downtrend and a huge spike up. This was on solid volume of, there was like 6.5 million here, and it got to, the high was 463, the next one here was 483, this one here was 498. So they're all pretty close to $5, and these whole numbers, they attract the price, but it's hard to get over. It's a resistance level in itself. So this pretty much triple topped in the past here before at $5. So that's just all I was looking for to get to today. I mean, it did get a little bit over. The high was 518 here. I mean, good luck selling into that. It went up and shot down pretty quickly. So we had called this, I saw this running in the morning. It was too quick, and I'm not trying to chase, so you're going to buy on a dip here. And once you see that this dip starts holding, zoom into that. See a few minutes, it's not just shooting back down as fast as it shot up. So you could tell it has a chance to continue. The volume started lessening here, but this bar right here, the volume came back. That's when you want to buy in. On this way back up, and it went from 330 to well over 440. That's more than $1 a share, and we were selling there at this consolidation point. Now later in the day I called it again, and we're looking here. Once this consolidation, it did have a pretty big drop, but not enough to really worry us. You see it held this support level at 330. It didn't even touch it. It was actually holding around 340. So that's a solid signal that it's going to continue going. And then this 375 level here, it hit it once here. It did get over here, but it came right back down. So it hit 375, came down, hit it again here, continued on, and hit it again right here. So around this area, I was saying, if it breaks 375, it's a solid buy. Wait till it gets over 385, and it's, I mean, nothing's a sure thing, but the odds are very strongly in your favor. And it did. So once it got over its 375, there was no stopping it until it got to this 440 level, which was close to the high of day here. Consolidated for a couple minutes, real close, and then shot up into the high 4s, where then it proceeded to go to $5. I was telling people sell it in the 5, don't look for more. If it's starting to feel, or if it feels strong, sell like half your position, so then you could lock in those profits and then get rid of the other half later. So our chat room was banking twice on $1 a share move from here to here as well. These are signs you want to look for in a day trade. Get out, make the odds are in your favor. The risk reward is solid. See, if you're buying here at 375-ish, your risk is this 340 level, maybe even 330. That, as opposed to like $1 a share of upside to get $1.30 to get to this $5 level, that's solid risk reward. It's 4 or 5 to 1 there. So we were selling up here towards the 5s, and I told them just wait. It'll probably drop down into the I don't know, I was saying 450s, or no, I don't believe I had a price point for where this was dropping to. But yeah, so I just said the stock was dead afterwards, and I'll show you in the chat too. Alright, yeah, so right here at 10:27, ZAIS setting up for another leg up and wants to break 375, risk it at 350 here. If it can't break 375, it's not a buy, but it broke it right as I was typing that. I said let it hold above that for a little bit, get over 385. You want to make sure it's a confirmed breakout. Earlier this morning, the market was red. There were a ton of fake outs, but then eventually did turn green. It was actually a very strong day. We've been in an amazing market recently. Don't get used to it, because if it turns around, you have to be ready to short, and if you don't know how to do that, it's best to just stay out of the market. There are very few runners. But then I said this $4 has to hold. If not, I'd sell it quick and take profits. It's holding. 430 will be resistance a high day. It's going crazy there. Price target is $5 because it'll be a quadruple top. And then it's running. Got stuffed. Get ready to sell around $5 here. That's what I was saying. I'm teaching these guys how to trade safe, not just, oh, I'm gonna hold it till it gets to past 5 and it'll blow right past that. No, take what the market gives you. Don't keep asking for more. I hit the new high a day there. I had sold it at $5. Yeah, and people were still betting that it's going to keep going, but there were a ton of sellers at that level, like 19K share wall at 490 that I saw real quick at the time. If it did break $5, it had potential to go to 575, and that was, you could also see from the chart, go 1 year, towards this area here. So we were looking at 575 was towards the top of this right here. It's not the strongest resistance level. It's hard to find one in this kind of choppiness. But, I mean, all these levels could potentially be resistance, and it's just a ton of overhead. You don't want to be betting on that, so you want to sell into it. It's less risky. You're taking profits. I mean, if you had bought it at $3.75 and we're selling at $5.75, this is $2 a share. I mean, a lot of times you are incredibly lucky to get $2 a share profit. So yeah, these are just the things that we look for when we're day trading. You want to trade safe, get rid of it, don't risk it in here. This is where it could just crumble and fall. You want to make sure it's bouncing, hitting these highs. It's not a bad thing to see it top a couple of times because it's getting these higher lows in this area here. See, it's bouncing at 340 a little bit, and then it hits, what is 355-ish. Then about 360, 368, and then it goes. And then each one of those times in between, it was hitting this 375 level here. Again, from here. It's really simple once you understand how to look for charts. Again, volume is everything. So in this consolidation period, there's not too much volume, but once it does start to ramp back up, you get the high volume, the big green candle, and you could buy it anywhere in these few minutes. It's not chasing. As you see,